guys, Joanna here. So today I am much thinking about spirituality, and I'm thinking about particularly how we view spirituality, right? So my thought is that if your spiritual practice or my spiritual practice, let's just talk in my terms, right? So I'm gonna own this. If my spiritual practice does not teach me how to be kind, compassionate, tolerant, how to move through my feelings and create like different emotional states for myself, then it's not doing its job. And the reason I say that is because, like you hear in all major traditions, all major faiths, that there is something like what's in Corinthians, right? So love is kind, love is not boastful, love does not find fault in others, those types of things. And yet we live in this place, especially with the new thought type of stuff, the new age type of stuff, where people are like, well, if so and so treated you this way, this is how you should respond. But the reality is that maybe so and so treated you a certain way so that you could learn how to love them. Right? Now, I'm not condoning like abuse. Like if someone's beating the crap out of you, like, dude, move on. Right? If someone's abusing you, move on as quickly as you can. And if you can't move quickly, then move like a little turtle, but don't let people abuse you. And if people are just doing what people do, at some point you got to get to the place that you're like, okay, that's about them, that's not about me. And how I respond to this, how I react to this, how I am proactive about this, that's what says something about me. Like if you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, that's compassion, right? If you are in positions that you're like, oh, okay, well, this is not the relationship that I want, instead of like jumping ship and being like, this is a bad relationship, like, have you done everything in your power to improve the relationship, to use the relationship to become the best possible version of yourself? Have you? If this isn't the right job, have you done everything in your power to learn as much as you can, and to, contribute as much as you can before you move on? Because the reality is that like in the grand scheme of things, we don't ever get what we want until we become it. So if you're sitting there in a bad relationship going, oh, this is a bad relationship, so-and-so treats me poorly, so-and-so treats me like this, well, have you ever thought that maybe it's not them, it's you, And maybe all the complaining and the it's not good enough, it has nothing to do with them, has everything to do with you, because we see the world through the glasses that we wear, right? And the job thing too, like it could be the same thing. Maybe you're not contributing the best of what you've got, And I've been in positions where I wasn't contributing the best of what I got. And as soon as I started contributing, I got more confident. I had more opportunities. The next job was better, like all of those things. Like same with a relationship. Like bad relationship, not working out, not the way that I wanted to be. Like as soon as I started giving more love and I started acting like like how I wanted the other person to act, like I became stronger, I became more loving, I became courageous, I became more compassionate, all of these things. So everything is an opportunity for us to practice spirituality. And that is bringing out the biggest and the baddest and the boldest, most awesome version of ourselves to really start to understand what it takes to love someone even when we don't approve of them. Because there's times I don't approve of people, but I still gotta love them, right? And then there's opportunities for me to be like forgiving, like I don't like the way that some of the people in my life are acting right now. But that's about them. It's not about me, right? You know, like, I've done the best that I can, and I continue to do the best that I can. And not everybody's going to act the way that I want them to act. So, you know, like, it's a good opportunity for me to become tolerant, you know? People deal with things in different ways. I'm no different, you know? And like, somebody somewhere is saying the same thing about me, you know? So, that's what I think. Like, our spiritual practices are designed to make us the best versions of ourselves, the most authentic version of ourselves, the most compassionate and loving and kind versions of ourselves. And if they're not spiritual practices, you know? But here's the thing. So I say that with a caveat. Like, we all have light and dark, right? So, like, dude, my eyes, super light. My skin, super light. I have really dark hair. Really dark hair, right? That's also on the inside of me, you know? Like, I could, you know, like, I can go 0 to 360 miles an hour, like, I'm gonna love you, like, oh, you're just the cutest little bunny rabbit. But I can also go 0 to 360 miles an hour, like, what? What did you say to me? You know, and like, it's really true. Like, the thing that I cultivate, that's what gets bigger. That's what gets better. And so, like, spirituality to me, no matter what version it is, whether it's pagan or Christian or Jewish or Muslim or tribal religions, like, whatever it is, like, you notice that all of them practice how can we be the best versions of ourselves. The warring factions, like, yeah, we have that because we have that inside of us, right? So whatever we have inside of us is going to come out. And the more we practice being okay with our darkness and just letting our darkness be, the more it comes into the service of us. You know, like, because I'm a recovered alcoholic and drug addict, like, alcoholic and drug addicts, they can relate to me, you know? And I gotta tell you, that was a really dark time in my life. And I still have some of those mannerisms. But that's what makes it so that people can relate to me. If I didn't have that darkness, I wouldn't have the light that I have either, right? And I wouldn't know that I want to foster the light because I like being the best version of myself that I can be. You know, and I like being in situations where I get to be trying to add to it instead of taking away from it. So I don't know if anybody got anything out of that, but the thing that I really want you to take away is, you know, what I started off with. Spirituality is designed to make us inclusive, to make us, you know, bring us our authentic selves forward, to encourage us to contribute in the biggest possible way to our relationships, to our, you know, works, to our families, to, you know, whatever it is, in the best possible way that we can. And, you know, to learn to overlook the things that are done to us. That would be called trespasses, you know? And to start to add to situations instead of make them worse and take away from them. So that's what I am thinking on today. And have a great day.